Hello, today I'll be talking about Nidoqueen, the final evolution of female Nidoran, who evolves into Nidorina, who evolves into Nidoqueen when exposed to a Moonstone. Nidoqueen is also the first Poison Ground Pokemon. Its past BYC dates are March 28th, 1996, January 17th, 1999, November 7th, 2007, August 28th, 2004, June 19th, 2007, April 9th, 2010, January 28th, 2013, November 19th, 2015, September 9th, 2018, and June 30th, 2021. I don't really know what to talk about without mentioning the obvious feature. Let's move on to the Bulbapedia article. Today we'll be talking about Nidoqueen, the drill Pokemon, whose number is 0031. This is what it looks like. Its type is Poison Ground. Its abilities are Poison Point or Rivalry in Gen 4+. Sheer Force is its hidden ability. It's 100% female. Catch rate is 45 or 11.9%. Breeding is no eggs discovered, and its hatch time is 20 cycles. Somehow, despite there being no eggs, presumably that's just talking about Nidoran. Anyway, height is 4'3" and 1.3 meters. Weight is 132.3 pounds, or 60 kilograms, base experience yield. And the first 4 gens was 194, but became 227 Gen 5. Leveling rate is medium slow. EV yield is 3 with HP, having all of them. Shape is that. Its footprint is that. Its Pokedex color is that. As blue, rather. Its base friendship is 70. You can see it's got the poison, purple, and the brown for ground on the side here. So Nidoqueen is a dual-type Poison Ground Pokemon introduced in Gen 1. It evolves from Nidorino when exposed to a Moonstone. It is the final form of Nidoran female. It is related to the Nidoran male line, but unlike Nidoran, a female, Nidoqueen cannot breed. Biology: Nidoqueen is a large bipedal blue mammalian Pokemon with distinct reptilian features. Its body is encased with extremely hard scales that serve as excellent protection from any attack and stands up when Nidoqueen is excited or provoked. It has a blunt snout, narrow brown eyes, and large ears with brown insides. There is a small horn on its forehead, and single spine on each ear, and a line of toxic spikes running down its back. Each hand has 3 short claws, and each foot has 2 claws. Its lower jaw, the front of its abdomen, and 2 plates on its chest are cream-colored. It has a thick, powerful tail. Nidoqueen is a female-only species. Nidoqueen can be quite fierce and is protective of its young. This Pokemon is at its strongest when it is defending its young, and it will try to steal the entrance to its burrow to protect them. It also places its young in the gaps between the spines on its back, with which each release poison when the children are present. Nidoqueen is more adept at being defensive than offensive. Nidoqueen's armor-like scales allow it to defend its children from any attack. When in contact with foes, it can poison them with a spike on its back, or cause small tremors by slamming the ground. It is also adept at sending foes flying with harsh tackles, and uses its hefty bulk to execute powerful moves, being the result of an evolution via Evolution Stone. Nidoqueen is rarely found in the wild, however they can be found in savannas and plains. Evolution: Nidoqueen evolves from Nidorina and is the final form of Nidoran. Female. Game data, Pokedex entries. In Gen 1, in red and blue, its art scales provide strong protection. It uses its hefty bulk to execute powerful moves. In yellow, tough scales cover the sturdy body of this Pokemon. It appears that the scales grow in cycles. Stadium, its super hard needle-like scales stand up when excited. It uses its hefty bulk for performing powerful moves. In Gen 2, gold, its body is covered with needle-like scales. It never shows signs of shrinking from any attack. Silver, it uses a scaly, rugged body to seal the entrance of its nest and to protect its young from predators. Crystal, the hard scales that cover its strong body serve as an excellent protection from any attack. Stadium 2 is the same as gold. In Gen 3, Ruby and Sapphire, Nidoqueen's body is encased in extremely hard scales. It is adept at sending foes flying with harsh tackles. This Pokemon is at the strongest when it is defending its young. Emerald is adept at sending foes flying with a harsh tackle, using its tough, scaly body. This Pokemon is at its strongest when it is defending its young. Fire Red, its body is covered by stiff, needle-like scales. If it becomes excited, the needles bristle outward. Leaf Green, is the same as red and blue. For Gen 4, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, its entire body is armored with heart scales. It will protect the young in its burrow with its life. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are the same as their Gold and Silver counterparts. In Gen 5, all the Pokedexes are Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Gen 6, X, while there's a comma now after Scaly, is the same as Silver entries. So Y is Fire Red. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are just Ruby and Sapphire. Gen 7, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are just yellow. Gen 8, Sword. Nidoqueen is better at defense than offense. With scales like armor, this Pokemon will shield its children from any kind of attack. Why was that not shields? That would have been perfect. Okay, anyway, in shields, it pacifies offspring by placing them in the gaps between the spines on its back. The spines will never secrete poison while young are present. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are just Diamond and Pearl again. Game locations, side game locations, events, held items. Pokemon caught in Gen 1 must be traded to a Gen 2 game in order for a held item to appear. Red, blue, and yellow, you get the Bitter Berry. So stats, we're going to compare its Gen 1 through 5 stats with its 6 onward stats. Okay, so 90 HP, that stays the same. Attack 82, that becomes 92. Defense 87, that stays the same. Special attack 75, that stays the same. Special defense 85, that stays the same. Speed 76, that stays the same. So it goes from a total of 495 to 505. In the 1 through 5 box here, this Pokemon's special base stat in Gen 1 was 75. Then we got the Pokéthon stats. Type effectiveness, damage normally by normal, flying, ghost, steel, fire, grass, dragon, and dark. Weak to ground, water, psychic, and ice for double. Immune to electric for 0. Resistant, fighting, poison, rock, bug, and fairy, all for half except for poison, which is now 4th. And if this Pokemon is given a ring target, the effectiveness of electric type moves is 1, so it goes from 0 to 1. In Gen 1, the effectiveness of bug type moves is 2, so it went from 2 to half. So, for the learn set, because it evolves with a stone, hypothetically, you could have a level 16 Nidoqueen, so I'm just going to start with 16. Never mind. It's just Evo, superpower. All of these are 1. I don't think you can get 1 without cheating, so yeah. Gonna move on. TM tier, I'm gonna skip this. Yep, all that. Same with this group. Okay, so by beating. And Sword and Shield, counter from this group, disable from this group. Salandit gives you Poison Fang, Poison Tail from this group, Skull Bash from this group, Supersonic from this group, Takedown from this group, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, Beat Up from this group, Charm from this group. This group gives you counter, this group gives you disabled, this group gives you Focus Energy, Poison Fang and Poison Tail. You get that from Sir Viper, Skull Bash from this group, Supersonic from this group, Takedown from this group, and Venom Drench from this group. By tutoring and the Sword and Shield expansion pass, you get the move Scorching Sands, which is a special ground type move. Its power is 70, its accuracy is 100, and its PP is 10. By a prior evolution, nothing. Transfer from another gen. 3 through 7, you get Aerial Ace. 4 through 7, Aqua Tail. 1 Bye, but that doesn't work anymore. 1 Bubble Beam as well, but that one does work. 4 through 7, you get Captivate, that doesn't work. 5 through 7, Chip Away, that doesn't work. 6 and 7, you get Confide. 2, you get Curse. 5 and 6, you get Cut. 2 and 3, you get Defense Curl. 2, you get Detect. 1 through 7, you get Double Team. 1 and 3, you get Double Edge. 5, 6, and 7, you get Dragon Tail. 2 and 3, you get Dynamic Punch. 5 through 7, you get Echoed Voice. 1, you get Fissure. In Gen 3, 4, 6, and 7, you get Focus Punch. From 2 to 7, you get Frustration, but that doesn't work anymore. 3 to 4 is Fury Cut. 2, 4, and 7, you get Headbutt. 2 to 7, you get Hidden Power, but that doesn't work anymore. 5 and 6, you get Hone Claws. 1, you get Horn Drill. 5 and 6, you get Incinerate. 1 and 3, Mimic. 2 through 4, Mud Slap. 4, you get Natural Gift, that doesn't work anymore. 6, you get Power Punch. 4 through 7, you get Pursuit, but that doesn't work anymore. 5 through 7, you get Quash. 1, you get Rage, that doesn't work anymore. 1 and 7, you get Reflect. 2 through 7, you get Return, that doesn't work anymore. 2 through 7, you get Roar. 2, 5, and 6, you get Rock Smash. 3, 4, and 6, you get Secret Power, that doesn't work anymore. 2, 3, and 7, you get Seismic Toss. 3, 4, 6, and 7, you get Shockwave. 5, 6, and 7, you get Smackdown. From 1, 2, 5, and 6, you get Strength. 1, you get Submission. 5 from an event, you get Sucker Punch. 4 through 7, you get Super Fang. 2 through 7, you get Swagger. 1 and 2, Tackle. 3 through 7, Torment. 1, Water Gun. And 3, 4, 6, and 7, you get Water Pulse. Side game data. Okay, got all this. Evolutionary data, got all this. Okay, then you got this, which is... Yeah, this first one is interesting. It's not a bad representation, like, given there may be limitations at the time, but this is, yeah, much closer to the, yeah, these two are much closer to the Nidoqueen. As we go on here, we can see more. So yeah, this is interesting because it doesn't become the purple thing like it does with the other one. It actually turns green, at least in this generation. So it's pink, green with pink highlights, I guess. You get to see it, yeah, become more. This becomes more yellow, like it's actually, or the whatever yellow tan color, or the whatever the tan kind of color that it becomes later. So then yeah, then it stays sort of dark green with pink highlights. Then we got the yeah, that becomes kind of a lighter blue. As time goes, this becomes just more green. 4 spikes. Do we have any difference in spikes? Well, the spikes on the head are 3 on this back sprite, but that might just because it's cutting off. You get to actually have a proper backpack. Like, this is like a, side, like it is in the more, those kind of later games, but yeah. So you get to see kind of a different orientation. Yeah, I guess these changed their orientation. They're all kind of in one row rather than kind of all around like that. So then you get 4, because it's probably standing out a little bit. Yeah. And back to 3. Presumably it's more zoomed in again. Then you got, black and white. That's back to, now we get to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't really get to see the tail one. And of course the one on the head as well. Slightly different between the things. Okay. Then we got the 3D model. We got all that. Let's see what it looks like there. And Let's Go games. Home. Okay. In the anime, Nidoqueen in the anime. For the Pokedex entry, in Advanced Generations, episode 72, in Maze Pokedex, Nidoqueen, the drill Pokemon. Nidoqueen has thick skin covering its entire body, protecting it from whatever techniques are used against it. That's Nidoqueen in Pokemon Origins, in the manga, and Pokemon Adventures, the TCG, trivia. Okay, I've read this first main point, in the Nidorina video, so I'm not going to do that again. So, in this sub-point, despite being in the No Egg Discovered group, Nidoqueen was shown to be capable of breeding in the anime special Mewtwo Returns when a cloned Nidoqueen and a cloned Rhyhorn produced eggs containing both baby Rhyhorn and baby Nidoqueen, not baby Nidoran female. In addition, several Nidoqueen Pokedex entries imply that it's still capable of childbearing. I mean, that's a clone, so, like, it's a little bit different, They could have added that it was thing. And yeah, that is weird. The baby, Rhyhorn makes sense, because it's a Rhyhorn. It's the lowest one. But yeah, Nidoqueen makes no sense. I don't know why it's not a Nidoran female or male. Okay, so I read this second point. Nidoqueen is the only Nidoran evolutionary family member whose shiny color is not the same as its opposite gender counterpart's normal color. Yep. Nidoqueen and its male counterpart, Nidoking, share their category name with Rhydon and Rhyperior. They are known as the drill Pokemon. Additionally, all 4 are partly ground types. In the Japanese game, Pokemon Red and Green, Nidoqueen weighs 6 kilograms instead of 60 kilograms, as it does in other games. This is no mechanical significance, as no game mechanics use weight in Pokemon Red and Green. Origin, Nidoqueen appears to share its traits of kaiju, rhinoceroses, gorillas, rabbits, and porcupines, and is the most likely based on its male counterpart Nidoking, and the covering on its chest and its lower abdomen collectively resemble a 2-piece bikini. Name origin, Nidoqueen may be a combination of Needle and Queen. It may also involve Nido, which means twice, may be related to Nidor, an unpleasant odor. So then we got other languages, references, external links, and now we're gonna move on. Let's watch Nidoqueen's first scene in the anime. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching Pokemon the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back. In this film, Ash, the main character, and his traveling companions, Brock and Misty, have come to the home of the world's greatest Pokemon master upon his invitation. Ash is about to meet the Pokemon of another trainer who has also been summoned here. There they are, yes. Those are my... So, you can see here we've got the Nidoqueen. Then we've also got, Vaporeon, Tentacruel, Golduck, Seadra, and Gyarados. For some reason, this Nidoqueen has been lumped in with water Pokemon. Maybe because it's blue, that was a mistake. Maybe in the writing, I don't know. But you're about to, yeah. So that was that was the trainer talking. So
it was no problem getting through that storm. I rode over
storm,
on Gyarados back.
Wow, I heard it takes a lot of skill to train Gyarados.
Yeah, okay, so that's basically Nidoqueen's first scene. I hope you enjoyed. Let's move on. Let's see why people love Nidoqueen. Let's look at the fan art. Hello, and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're going to look at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you who are familiar with the series, you might be wondering why we're looking at this one image here. That's because this is the only image we'll be doing today. This is the Queen of Nidos by Conestra. So we got this cute looking Nidoqueen here Looks like it could belong in maybe a Land Before Time, or like a Disney movie, or something like that. You know, it's very cute, and it's, yeah. So that's it. Let's move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I won't be streaming tonight as I need to talk about Eevee before I can evolve Nidorina into Nidoqueen. Tomorrow I'll be talking about male Nidoran. As always, this isn't my proper outfit, and you'll see me tomorrow.